Welcome back, Sisasl23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and today we're gonna have a little fun. And I watch Cedric and Ada and Outdoors channel, and I love watching his Sisasl rope cut test, and figured I could join in the fun. And you know, nothing scientific here. I have the Stedemon BP-02 and 440C steel, and I got the same 3/8 inch Sisasl rope. And I plan on cutting with the front portion right here. I sharpened this knife on the wicked edge, but just to kind of keep things constant, I put a 20-degree micro bevel on it with the Spyderco Sharp Maker. I got my brother here helping me out. We'll see how it goes, and if y'all like to see this kind of stuff, let me know. We'll cut the rope until it no longer reliably cuts the computer paper. As you can see, it's nice and sharp. So here we go. Let's get it started. I don't know how hard or how easy this is, but we're about to find out. Ooh, that's no fun. Now 11 cuts, still sharp, definitely not comfortable, but my hands are beat up. So is that 12, Tom?
That was 14 just now.
Okay, I can always go back and watch it. You can still see. What am I at?
I think this is 20.
All right, let's check it. Still sharp. But this knife doesn't have a whole lot of grip, so it's not the most comfortable in the world. Still push cutting though. I don't know what Peter's, what his results were on 440C. I'll be interested to check it out after I upload this one. Been wanting to do this, just finally made the time to do it. Wow, Peter, I definitely, I feel for you now, man. This is not as easy as you make it look on your channel. Definitely, I don't know if it's the comfort of this knife or the grivery handles, but definitely does not feel good, especially trying to do it safely. Any idea where I'm at?
I have no idea now.
Okay, we'll just cut and I'll watch it back. Let's check the edge real quick. Surprising. Ooh, this is some tough stuff. I mean, I knew that coming into this test, but man, actually doing the test is a whole new ball game. Wants to kind of glide off the rope, but it's still pretty much push cutting. It's the only thing about the finely honed wicked edge that I noticed is you know, with that toothy edge, you got, you know, those teeth kind of biting into the rope. And you know, even though this push cuts really well, it doesn't really have those teeth as a toothy edge has, and it kind of wants to skate off the edge. Like I said, I'm push cutting this stuff just because it's nice, kind of slippery, and I don't want to cut my hand off. I'll probably use gloves the next time I do this, like a smart man. Just because my hand's been through enough abuse. My brother can attest to that. Yeah. I'm having to do rocking motions just because this gripper, like I said, is really slippery. And like I said before, I don't want to lose no fingers. Not over a YouTube cut test, even though I'm sure it gets some great views. I say that jokingly, people. Whew. Probably next time I'll probably do this stuff outside too. This is a messy process. Yeah. And boy, I tell you, another hats off to Peter. I don't know if y'all ever priced 50 foot of Sisasl rope, but it's, I think, $10 a bundle. And I mean, you can do the math, go back and look at how many tests he's done. I mean, I really commend him. You know, I love his channel as it is. And, you know, people that, you know, say stuff or leave rude comments, I don't know. He puts in his time and effort to do these crazy tests like this for y'all entertainment. So, hats off. Let's give it a cut test real quick. Still sharp. Woo! I'm kind of hoping it goes dull here soon. Definitely, like I said, for me and my hands, I'm gonna have to use, you can still see good, Tone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use some gloves for the next go round. Call me what you want, but that's just the way of life. And it might look like it's struggling. It's still push cutting. It's not really struggling. It's just this knife, like I said, is really slippery. And those last couple ones, you kind of got to do a sawing motion, and it doesn't lend itself too well for that handle to really torque on it. Okay, let's check the edge. What's up?
I was gonna say, just, there you go.
Still slicing pretty darn good. Can you see still?
Yeah.
Let's see, get some of this off. Yep, I'm putting some extra stress on this blade. I think the next go, I got one more. I'm gonna compare this one to the new Tangram Santa Fe model. That one's in acuto steel, and I kind of want to see how close, because they're supposed to be pretty, you know, comparable steels to each other. And after I do those two tests, I think the next one I'm going to experiment with a more toothy edge, but I don't know, or just hit it on the medium stones on the sharp maker, because I did it on the medium and fine grit stones on the sharp maker, so you know, it's kind of honed. But I'm trying to have some constant, because Peter, he does work sharp edge so he can keep everything the same. And I have a work sharp, but I just don't use it that much. So that's just another expense that I don't have that money to do to waste. I'll waste it on Sisasl rope for you guys though. Still doing some nice push cutting. I'll tell you what, this 440, I think you got good heat treatment on it for sure. I wasn't too shocked. I had got some good bit of use on this knife so I can get ready for the review. And I used it a good bit, and I noticed that the edge held up pretty good. So let's check the edge real quick.
Cut it over where you're doing the rope, just so you can see it better.
Like this?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Back it up some.
Good?
Yeah.
Well, let's see, might have a little bit of edge deformation in there. Definitely got a snag going on. Let's see. Oh, no. Might have been user error. All right, let's keep on going, people. It's definitely a little bit harder to cut. It's still somewhat push cutting in that beginning. Like right there, I'm push cutting through it and then kind of doing the sawing motion afterwards. And I'm trying to make sure I stay on that, you know, first 2 inches of the blade as much as possible. You know, I'm not perfect, can't get it perfect every time. But I'm really shocked that I'm still push cutting. I mean, 440C is good steel. I'm not a steel snob. You know, I'm definitely never turned away by a knife because of the steel if I like the way it looks. As long as it can cut things, I'm fine with that. It's like this thing just picked up the gas. I mean, I'm cutting it a little bit easier right now. If I start feeling the edge dull out a little bit, I will do another test on the paper. Like I said, mine's not gonna be as, you know, as I'm gonna have some, you know, extra variables in mine. I understand that, but this is for fun, people. I just want to see what my EDC knife can handle, and I just want to see how close, you know, how close the results are with different sharpening methods. You know, he did the same thing with the Tormach that he's got, and I just want to see, you know, what this wicked edge, you know, if it will make this 440C last any longer. Let's check the edge real quick. Can you see it, Tom?
Yeah.
Still slicing good. Whew. I'm sweating here, people.
Go back in that direction a little bit.
This way?
There you go.
That's my hands getting tired there, people. That's it. It's one thing I'm glad that the Santa Fe has G10, because Grivery, you know, it already has pretty much no traction to it. And then once your hands start getting sweaty like mine are, then you really have a slippery knife on your hands. A slippery sharp knife at that. Can you still see good?
Yeah.
Pain in the behind. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it in that same portion of the blade. Do one more cut and we can check that edge. All right. That's got to be getting up there in the cuts. Can you see that, Tom?
Yeah.
See, I think that was my error. Yep. Would you say it's still cutting pretty good?
Yeah, I think so.
That's my error again. Let's see. One more try. But I think it's still cutting pretty good. It's starting to lose it up here. Let's see. I don't think I need to call it yet. I don't know. What you think, Tom? That? Because I'm trying to keep it in that front portion where I'm cutting.
Yeah, I think it's starting to.
Let's see. Let's see if we cut a few more, and then I'll. See, it's still push cutting it pretty darn good though. Can you see that, Tom?
Yeah.
I don't know how many cuts I've made so far. I'm out to watch it. I can get a final count. See, it's still push cutting. That's crazy. And I'll be interested to see, you know, what Peter's results were. So, like I said, so we can kind of. Like you said, it's just fun to get, you know, we can really kind of gauge a steel by having, you know, multiple results from, you know, that steel. And like he said, the more the merrier. I'd love to see tons of people doing these kind of things so we can know, you know, from what manufacturers you know, the heat treat, how well they do their heat treats, you know, that, you know, just because it's 440C doesn't mean it's all gonna react the same, you know. They could have a terrible heat treat on it. It's about as good as a butter knife, you know.
Yeah.
So this is just helping us aid in that, letting us figure out some of those variables. Okay, let me check it real quick. Yeah. You see?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not reliably, I would say it's not reliably cutting in that.
Down some.
Let's see. One more. I don't know, man, it's hard to. Well, let's keep going, people.
It's crazy.
Even though, you know, and I don't know, I'm about to talk with Peter on Instagram or something and see if he thinks, you know, can you still see, Tom? If the push cutting is
Yeah.
what's causing this, maybe, because I'm not, you know, sawing through it and making that edge dull like this, you know, because it doesn't want to saw through this that well. Well, it's more, you know, like I said, because it's slippery and I don't want to cut my hands off. It'll definitely do it, but it's much easier to do push cutting straight through. I'm just shocked that it's still going strong, because I mean, I would say we're definitely over 40 cuts, no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was gonna do 2 for the night, but sorry there, people. I know exactly what he's talking about now, firsthand. Like I said, if anybody ever, you know, if you ever, you know, talking about somebody that's making content, try it yourself. You know, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but just try it yourself, because, you know, it's not easy work, and we do this to, you know, help our viewers make good decisions on buying certain knives, whether, you know, it's a good choice for them. You know, somebody might cut rope up all day. They might want to see what their knife can handle. And this rope is super abrasive, kind of like cutting carpet. Okay, I think the way I feel it now, this thing's got to be.
Yeah, it sounds
Okay,
different.
let's check it out. Get a fresh piece of paper. You see, Tom?
Yeah. Yeah. Come down lower though.
You see?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. See right here where I've been cutting it? Like, well, man, I say that, but look. I mean, I don't think I can call it right there. Let's try a little bit more. And y'all can be the judge on that if y'all think that was dull. I don't know. It's like I said, still push cutting. Kind of want this thing to go dull now. It's
I don't blame you.
definitely killing me here, people. I had 10 feet of rope that I pulled out, so this is going through 10 feet of rope. I don't know how big my cuts are, about an inch maybe.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, I think the push cutting may be saving that edge a little bit, because the sawing, I don't know, it's just my theory that, you know, when you're sawing through it, I don't know, let's see. And definitely would be the method I would be doing right now if this knife wasn't slippery in hand. Okay, let's try one more time. Come on, be dull. Let's see. Let's see if I can get another piece of the paper. Man. Ugh. Let's see. You see that?
Yeah.
Trying to wreck this edge. Not succeeding. Any other time I cut something like this and dull my knife out. Second. Man, I guess if it was that dull, it wouldn't be popping these fibers like that. So, but I will say it has gotten. It's not as sharp. I mean, of course, but I can definitely feel more resistance now. I say that, and then the next cut, it just pops straight through. You know, could be that the rope is tighter in that area. Because another thing you notice right offhand. Oh, my bad, people. One thing you notice right offhand when you're cutting is that being that this rope is so fibrous, it starts to unravel itself, and that makes it harder to cut too. My finger's actually numb right now. Yeah, all for the goodness of my subscribers. Love you people. See, that just keeps blowing my mind. Watch this, people. And I'm still on that front portion of that edge. I'm making sure it's just that belly. I mean, it's not like I'm using a different portion of the knife. You can see what I'm doing. We'll do one more cut and we'll check it out. Me and my brother definitely didn't think it was going to take this long. I thought it was going to be about 40 cuts and done. Now I'm super interested to see what Peter's was like. Can you see?
Back it down a little bit. There you go.
Okay. Now I'm really starting to feel it catch. Let's see if I can get that again. Yeah. One more try. Just for the sake of science. No science involved here, kids. Okay. You can see?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely it. We'll call it that. Hope everybody enjoyed this. If y'all want to see more of these videos, y'all please let me know down in the comment section. I gotta go ice my hands down because yeah. Oh wow, 23 minutes. Wow. That was a long one. Hopefully the next one I'll have to figure out how to speed up this, what do you call it, time lapse. So hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.